sending live video report and information to him real time, and that was how he was able to know what was happening across the country. On whether transmission of results is part of the election collation process, Dino explains that the procedure for election collation includes transmission of results at the polling unit level before the results are moved to the ward collation level. Responding to a specific question on whether the INEC results viewing portal IREV is a collation center, he insists that it is a fundamental part of the election process, and that was why, as a federal lawmaker at the time, he was part of the innovations that introduced into Electoral Act 2022, making it the most significant difference from the 2010 version. When asked whether he is in possession of the correct results, since he claims that the one announced by INEC was fraudulent, he says he does not have it, but that the statistician who testified earlier for his party had done the breakdown, which was submitted in his report before the court. The cross-examination becomes quite heated and even exasperating for the different counsel for the respondent at some point, who demanded a yes or no answer to their questions, with Dino insisting on giving explanatory answers. On some occasions, the justices intervene, asking the PDP lead counsel, Chris Uche, to tell his witness to answer the questions as asked. Dino's cross-examination, however, ends in a hilarious note, as one of the justices asked whether the former Kogi senator is displaying what he was taught in his law class.
Our witness is a very experienced person, a legislator, and who played a key role in the legislation, which is the subject matter of this case. And you see how he gave evidence of the innovation by the new Electoral Act, which is this aspect of electronic transmission of results. And that is the bone of contention. And once, as he said, there is no compliance with that provision.
Earlier in the morning session, the court continued hearing of the petition by Peter Obi and his Labour Party, where the petitioners are alleging corrupt practices that tilted the outcome in favour of APC's Bola Tinubu. The professor of mathematics, presented by the Labour Party, Eric Ofuegbu, and his mathematical analysis and report comes under intense cross-examination. He admitted only 2 states were in-depthly analysed in his report. The 2 states are Benue and Rivers State, where the Labour Party and Peter Obi contend recorded massive overvoting that affected the overall results of the February 25, 2023 presidential election. Ofuegbu, who claimed not to have been paid for the research he did on the results from the 2 states, admitted to have relied on data from the INEC results viewing portal for his analysis. He was presented with a copy of the presidential election results sheet from polling unit 002 in Degema, Rivers State, showing that 40 persons were accredited and 40 persons voted in the polling unit, with the INEC lead counsel Abubakar Mahmood suggesting that the equal number of accredited voters and those who voted contradicts the claim of overvoting. The line of questioning by the respondent seemed to be targeted at creating doubt on the conclusions reached by an expert witness in his report as submitted before the court. There were consistent reference to the 2 states, that's Benue State and Rivers State, suggesting that the results from those 2 states alone were not enough to substantially affect the outcome of the entire election. Also on Friday, a video evidence from ART's Democracy Today program was displayed and admitted as evidence for the Labour Party and Peter Obi. This followed a subpoena issued by the court on the broadcaster to tender the material of the ongoing trial of the petition of the Labour Party. The video was tendered through the presenter of the program, Ijo Maosamo, who represented the organization. The contents of the video showed the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, in a briefing held on the 22nd of November 2022, repeatedly affirming that election results will be transmitted live. Yakubu was seen and heard saying, quote, "What I've said should put to rest the erroneous notion that Nigerians will not have the opportunity of viewing polling results uploaded to the site real time. How can the commission on the field on election day undermine itself? So please, results will be uploaded on the INEC results viewing portal real time on election day," end quote. Proceedings at the Presidential Election Petition Court resumes on Monday, the 19th of June, 2023. Utebel Moran, AIT News, Abuja.